the higher teams, the teams that are, they have resources to play first division, and then with teams from our status, we won. So we climbed up to 7th place out of 10, and we are now closer actually to the.
So we can talk about that as well. I mean, during the game, talk about the women's team here. You can get the information.
Sure.
Because we have a women's team as well.
Okay, we'll ask as well.
Yeah, we can talk about that. That's
also,
fine.
yeah, because we mentioned here some that like Raptors, they support the national project like her game too. So bringing a bit of
that's fine, no problem. So 2 guys from Portugal moving to a really warm country.
Yeah, it's don't you see barbecue weather? We are leaving here, going to the beach just for a
of course.
for a quick bath because the beach is so nearby as well.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, I don't live in the UK anymore. I live in Belgium.
Oh, okay.
I live in Brussels, which is
Great.
still pretty kind of similar weather. But no, it's.
And first time in Prague?
First time in Prague, yeah. Beautiful city. It's very clean.
I think for this competition we can already like almost just let the fans already.
No, it's a beautiful city. It's very clean. It's
safe.
Beautiful buildings, very very safe. I walked home at about 3 a.m. this morning, back to the hotel. Actually got back down. One move straight all the way back. 15-minute walk. Found myself back home. Happy days. The team listing.
It was a starting lineup.
I have no idea.
Well, no, well, all right. I realise I'm asking the wrong person.
Yeah, but it's not the full lineup because so many players are injured.
No, he's not in this.
Oh, he's not in that.
No,
This is the official.
That's the official one. Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Thank you
unless
very much.
last minute change.
Well, there probably will be. Well, it's just a rough idea. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, you guys will check and we'll check ours as well.
You're doing some of that, by the way.
Well, I've retired, you know that.
Not from your opinion.
I only do review now when I'm being paid. All right, no, go on. I wish I did.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, what, you joking? You picked that off. Anyway.
Hello everyone who's watching. We are here in Prague, Kobylisy, District 8 of Prague. We are here in na Pesic Stadium. Club is Admira Praha. I'm here with Swampy from FC United. Welcome Swampy to Prague.
It's a beautiful city, beautiful people. It's as cold as it is in Manchester, which is also very nice, so no problem with that at all. And we're looking forward to a good game of football this evening. And 3G pitch, which will probably be conducive to a quite fast game of football.
I agree.
FC United played on Saturday at Stockton in the northeast of England. Very, very cold afternoon. Lots of snow. It was very hard to get there. We got there, 3G pitch, and the wind was blowing a gale. And it made the game very, very difficult. We unfortunately got beat by only 1-0 against a team that are 4th in the division. Currently FC United in the standings in the Northern Premier Division are 2nd from bottom, with the new manager who's been in for about 6 or 7 games now, and very unlucky to come away with no points. They had 2 chances, scored 1. We had 2 chances and scored none. But that is football.
That is football.
But we're here tonight at the Fenix Trophy, a competition I've been involved in now for the first 3 years. I was lucky enough to commentate in the semi-final at the San Siro, the first season in Rimini. I commentated on the final. FC United won that game. But the games against the Raptors, the Prague Raptors, have been very, very close for a long time. And
that's true. Always falling to the same place.
Always, yeah. In a way, it's a bit of a shame that we're having to play Prague at this stage of the competition, because we know the next stage means one of these teams are going out tonight.
That's true.
FC United themselves having a 5-goal advantage, you'd expect not to lose, but equally FC have a much changed team. There's a lot of younger players coming this evening. I think we've only got 14 players, one of which actually is number 13 or 14, which is the goalkeeper. So he's either going to come on as a goalkeeper, or he might have to come on the pitch as a midfield player or defender. We don't know yet.
That's what we call versatility, no?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, in fairness, he's the size of a midfield player. I think he's about 5'8". So he's only a small lad, but he's got a lot of spring in his step. But again, a great opportunity for FC United and Prague Raptors. We've had a great relationship with Prague since the very beginning. The history of Prague is one that I think many clubs can look to in Europe about the inclusivity, the LGBTQI situation with the club, the women's teams, and a club that's relatively new in football. You've gone up the leagues very, very well over the last few years, and a real advocate of what football can be and should be. And
That's
you
true.
you yourself are the manager of the women's team.
Well, assistant coach. Yeah, I'm here also with one other assistant coach. Yeah, we both coach the women's team, who is clearly improving in the Czech second national league, and we hope it continues like this. But before we start, and just adding up, let's talk about a bit about Fenix Trophy. What a competition, no?
Oh, it's
What an
superb.
idea.
I've loved every minute. I've been all over Europe enjoying this trophy, and it's the comradeship that you get amongst the supporters and the players and the management from all the clubs that you visit and you meet. And people might say, well, what competition is this? Where it's a UEFA led competition now. It's got the rubber stamp. This competition in 15 years' time will be, I think, will be a major semi-professional, fan-owned football club competition. It already is, for me. It's already there.
Representing the grassroots.
It just shows
The
what
love that we have for the game is this.
It shows what you can do if somebody has a thought process, and we have to thank our friends in Italy for actually thinking about this idea, this process, and we are very, very lucky to be enjoying and building friendships, and these are everlasting friendships. These aren't just in a competition, and whether or not FC United next season or the season after, or indeed Prague Raptors, are not in the competition either, it will be memories. But I would hope both teams continue to build upon what we have, and going forward, this is what football's all about.
I completely agree, and let me just interrupt you for 1 second. This is an amazing environment that fans of FC United are giving here in Prague.
Well,
is this the usual?
It is usual, yeah. We do travel in numbers. We do like our European away games. Normally, maybe late Garda, it's a little bit warmer, but equally we are very used to games midweek in very cold atmosphere. The northwest of England isn't the warmest place in the world, so it won't. The supporters they've all probably had quite a few beers. They've enjoyed themselves, and again, I think we brought around about 100 or so.
That's impressive.
Supporters.
On a Monday night.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of football, and it also gives us the players, and from Raptor when they came to Manchester, and now FC United coming here, something new to them.
That's true.
They've never had this opportunity unless they've played professionally. And as we know, there was one player in particular for FC United and Manchester, Mr. Lafondra, who's played in the Premier League. In fact, he's got the 4th best record of goals in the Premier League.
Now, to be honest, it was amazing. The season that Reading got up, the 14 goals.
Yeah.
First season in the Premier League.
Absolutely superb.
Prolific striker.
And for us at FC United to get him, he's a very good friend of Charlie Ennis, who tonight is the manager of FC, but he's the player manager for FC this evening.
Well, that's also...
They're very good friends, and he was playing last season in the Scottish Premier League.
Hibernian, right?
Yes, and he wanted to come back to his home roots in Stockport, just outside Manchester, which is about 3.5-4 kilometres from city centre of Manchester.
And also home of the English star Phil Foden.
Well, less about we talk about him. I mean, we are red, we've started like that, have we? Oh, I can't believe it. No, you're right. He's from Stockport.
He's from
Stockport. I have a house in Stockport, even though I live in Belgium.
We can call each other neighbours.
Well, there's a mural of him next to one of my local bars. It's a very nice one. He's a great footballer, Phil Foden. Superb footballer, and a great advocate of working hard, regardless of height and size. The man's got absolute quality. But he plays for the wrong colour, in fairness. And that's the downside for Raptors colours. They're a little bit like Manchester City's, but...
well, let's take they are just like FC Porto from Portugal, no?
Well, yes, good
Or a
point. Well,
great team.
yeah, well,
Also
where
playing
are
in the
you
blue.
from by any chance?
I'm from Porto in Portugal.
And you support, yes.
That's
So
non-biased.
non-biased at all. I'm going to let you know, everybody, just in advance, my eyesight isn't what it was, and I can't wear my glasses and watch the game at the same time. So I'm going to give you probably lots of misinformation as the game gets underway, and the Raptors kick off, and at the back, all the way to the goalkeeper, and we're going to be enjoying the benefit of both of our voices, but hopefully more of yours than mine.
Well, let's also introduce the teams. We can start with that. So Prague Raptors are starting with Michael Uzi in the goal, José Ferreira as a right back, Adam Bem as a left back, George Paling and Jakub Olajos in the center back, Chris O'Dowd and Miguel Ferreira in the center mid, Andres Cabranes as an offensive midfielder, Andrea Rizzi in the right wing, Dima Tarashenko in the left wing, and Denis Believ as a striker. The coach is the well-known for English fans,
Very well
Kim
known,
Grant.
yes, indeed, yes. And again, that's the kind of thing that this competition brings. We've been at clubs that have had World Cup stars, you know, who are now a part of clubs and at the lower level and working superbly well in grassroots football, and that's what it's all about. FC United, they line up this evening, and with Conor O'Keefe in goal, Matt Grivito number 2, Guy Hall number 3, Hayden number 4, Jan Palenkas, who's Czech.
That's true.
Czech family. At 5, Alfie Henstock, number 6, Charlie Edison, captain and manager. There was an opportunity here now,
there's
very
a
early on.
for Raptors, and that's
Well,
that's
we just mentioned Jan Palenkas. That's what he does superbly well. He's a player that actually has been absolutely superb for FC United, but unfortunately he has so many injuries in his short career. He hasn't played as many games as he should, but keep him fit. He is a top draw player. We've got Sam Dunstan, number 8, Satuli, number 8, 9, Jordan Preston, number 10, and Jafis Martin, number 11. The bench for FC United is a short one. It's Wilkinson,
nice
Turner, and Buckley.
nice save from Michael now. Now throw in for FC United.
FC United just in the penalty area. The Raptors, they clear the lines well. The Raptors should be picked up by an FC. Well, it is initially won by FC, but the Raptors come away with it. And here's Preston now. He loses the ball on the halfway line, and the Raptors already collide amongst themselves, but they have the ball back. FC United match. Preston plays it back to this near touch line now. And a 1-2, nice bit of footwork from FC United. Down the right-hand side they go. Can they?
And Elias cut. Okay.
And there's an injury there to
hope he's all right.
the Raptors player. I think he just caught him on the boot. But the problem is nowadays, football boots. I mean, I'm 55 years of age. Football boots aren't what they used to be.
No, that's true.
When
That's
I used to
true.
get stood on, you get up, you walk away. But I had hobnail boots in there, so. But it's going to be, I think, a throw into FC United on this near touch line.
Jan right shoulder, Jan right shoulder.
And it's taken. Ball back to the halfway line, and FC United come away with it again.
Oh, nice cover, Jose. And it's so throw in for FC United.
It's going to be very interesting for Charlie Ennis tonight, being captain
And coach.
playing and coach. I watched him warm up earlier on, and he takes it very, very seriously. He's got the players on side. I mean, you come away, sometimes you're thinking this could be a situation where go out and have a jolly because you're 5-0 up, but take it very, very serious, because I think either of these two teams want to get through to the next round, and it's going to be an intriguing game of football for 90 minutes.
I agree. Do you think Paul Ennis has a more place to grow as a coach and a player?
I think so, yeah. I think he, as Tony does really well there, ball down the left-hand side, but it's a bit overhit and out for a goal kick. No, yeah, he understands it. He was part and parcel of the process of when we lost our last manager, when we had to unfortunately say goodbye to him. He did an interim job, and he did very well. He really wanted the job. He wanted to become the manager, but he's a young man, but he takes the game very, very seriously. His fitness is absolutely incredible. He's played for 17 football clubs.
That's impressive.
And he's played 200 games now for FC United of Manchester, the longest he's ever been at a football club, primarily because of work, but equally he loves the club inside out, and 200 games is a really, really good stat to get to, because he's early 30s now, but his fitness levels are not in question. He's got a great bit of quality about him, and that was good defending from Prague Raptors.
Good movement, and
yeah.
now corner.
The ball came in superbly well there, and had to be quick on the ball, won the ball, and that's what you do as a defender. You just clear your lines, and then you recoup, don't you? You make sure that everyone's okay, and then you start again. Well, this corner's going to come in, whips in, but it'll be Ennis to take it, takes it short. The famous FC short corner. Towards the back post it goes. It's picked up on the edge of the area. Ball back inside now. Well, I thought it was quite innocuous. That I thought he might have fallen over the rubber crumb rather than a free kick.
Getting used to the artificial pitch, maybe.
Well, FC played on Saturday on an artificial pitch, so.
Oh, really?
And the players nowadays, they all train on artificial pitches, don't they? So they're very used to it, and still prefer grass.
Yes.
Grass is king, regardless.
That's undeniable.
Ball is near touchline. You'd expect FC to have a lot of the ball this evening.
Nice cover now, Miguel Freire.
But Raptors will be very, very keen to try and get an early goal to just try and change the dichotomy of the game and change, you know.
Well, they need to, because turning a 5-0, it's not an easy task. It needs to start as soon as possible.
Well, the first 25 minutes to 30 minutes at Broadhurst Park, I think the Raptors themselves equipped themselves very, very well. But equally, the problem was because you only travelled the morning of the game, and to get off a plane, and I know it's only a couple of hours, but get off a plane, going to a ground, and then have a little bit of a training session, and then to get into a game can be very difficult.
That's true. And it's not the warmest night.
No. And it certainly wasn't at Broadhurst Park either. It was a wet, windy, blustery evening also.
Okay, we have a bit of offensive time for Prague Raptors. For the first time, actually, in the match.
And you'll know better than I. Our referees, our local referees, and what standard are the referees? Are they do we know?
No,
that's okay. That's fine. I mean,
not much information about the referees, more about the players. But yeah, referees here, actually, it's impressive. We know, because Prague Raptors is a multi-diverse club, we are all speaking English. So the referees have to speak English to us.
Okay.
And you could sometimes, when you go play to smaller villages, but they all speak English, respectful. So nothing to complain on that area.
Well, that was a great effort. Unfortunately, but the whistle had gone. But I mean, that went to the top corner. That was an absolute rasper of a shot. But unfortunately, the whistle had already gone. No, it's interesting because they're all mic'd up like they would be in the professional game. All through this competition, all referees seem to be mic'd up, and everyone, they've got, I think, a quite high standard and a good quality of refereeing in this competition, because, as I say, it's a competition that's going to build and build and build and get better and better and better over the years, as FC United now down the far left-hand side. It's just out of play, looking for a throw for FC United, and well, not going to get one, and a few yards stolen there for the Raptors. And all the way back to O'Keefe. O'Keefe, relatively newcomer to FC United and Manchester, previously at Ashton United, and has a very, very popular podcast.
Well, we checked that, actually.
Yeah.
He's, for the younger generations, he's a TikToker, over 200,000
Yeah,
followers.
I mean, it's amazing. But he's a character. He's a player who is very, very confident, and he's also a confident goalkeeper. He's not the tallest. I mean, goalkeepers nowadays are normally 6'4", 6'5". He's 6 foot. And in metric, someone can tell me what that was, or what is.
Okay. Carvalho, nice cross. Okay, Rizzi can still get it. Jose now in the cover, trying to keep the ball in the offense side. Nice feet. That's a nice feet.
That's good work from FC United on that far left-hand side. And here they come again now. Fitzmartin there, I think he's brought down eventually, and back from a long injury, Fitzmartin, he's got a leg. Oh, and we've got a giant orange ball on the pitch. I think that was poor control by the FC United supporters. That's a little bit disappointing. Is the assistant? Oh, there's two of them. There's two giant balls, and O'Keefe goes across and palms it in, and the FC fans in good voice They look like two giant pumpkins. I've got a sneaky feeling they may go onto the pitch more than once this evening. But the free kick, and it's going to be...
it's part of the experience.
Of course it is, yeah. And that's what it's all about. It's the friendly, the comradeship, and FC United with Charlie Ennis over the board. Now he's going to whip this in right-footed, you'd expect. Towards the back post it goes. The keeper does well there. He sees where the ball's going. He doesn't get involved, lets the ball go out of play. Goal kick to the Raptors. The ball out on this near touchline for FC United of Manchester. And about just over 12 minutes on the clock. 0-0 as the ball bounces out of play for a throw into Prague Raptors. So how long have you been involved with the football club?
With the football club, actually quite recent. Joined in September. There was an opportunity, and it's a club that really involves the community, English speaking here in Prague. So we're always looking forward to opportunities here. And they have, you know, a growing youth academy. Actually, 1 week ago, they debuted the first youth player of the club.
Okay.
Yes, Ludo Frolek. So he's 15, and he played 23 minutes actually in the last weekend. We hope.
Was there a victory in the game?
Was there a victory? Yeah, 1-0, and we hope it was not the first one.
Well, it's all about encouraging youth, it's all about encouraging football from the very bottom to the very top, and it's always nice when you see a young player started his career very, very early, and hopefully goes on to many, many great things, because like FC United and Manchester, Prague Raptors will be looking to progress, and if along the way, if they can have players that go higher and higher, you wish them all the very best. You let them go because it's selfish to keep them.
That's a nice shot from Rizzi now.
That was a decent effort as well there. It was, he hit it well, didn't he? Just left of the post there, but good left foot there, whipped it in. And
he spent some years in the youth academy of Inter Milan.
Okay. So an international player. Has a lovely head over there from Satuli there, and FC will get another corner. Third corner of the evening for FC United of Manchester. And just to let you know, if you are interested, I know the radio, which I ordinarily do, is not available this evening, but I am going to go live at half-time. So if you've got any questions, 07596104122, and I might answer any questions that you may have. I might not answer them either, as FC in the penalty. First time shot comes in, good charging down, great play from the centre half there from the Raptors. He really got his body in the way and made sure that there was the shot itself. The keeper didn't have to make a save at all, but then a free kick ensues. The referee wants
United even winning the aggregate, they want to keep the game fast.
Yeah, I think the defeat on Saturday was, the game was very, very fast-paced because of the wind especially, and felt very, very hard done by coming away with no points. So I think tonight is normally on a Tuesday they're at training, Thursday they're at training. This game is much better than training, so they want to put a real shift in. Mark Beasley, FC United's manager, who's not here, he works at Liverpool Academy. He'll be watching this game probably and seeing how they actually perform, and he'll want to make sure every player out there is putting a shift in, regardless of 5-0, 3-0, 1-0, whatever it is. He wants them to really put a good shift in. Well, they won't be happy with that shot, in fairness.
But it was a good try.
But it was...
Well, what about a little bit more about Mark Beasley? So he's switched recently to United of Manchester.
He has, yeah. He was at Warrington Town. Done very well as not necessarily an understudy, but worked with the previous manager, and then just from his perspective, I think he wanted a new challenge. And he's been with FC United of Manchester now for about 6 or 7 games. He's got a new team. As Satoli there, he did everything superbly well there, Satoli. And he rushed his shot, and he could have maybe opened his body a little bit there and put it into the bottom corner, but out for a goal kick. But no, I'm getting to know him. I've interviewed him a couple of times after games now. And he's very, very professional. Wants things done in a certain way. The team he's inherited aren't his players necessarily, So again, it's very difficult sometimes when you come into a club and they're all players that you haven't brought in, and I think he'll want to bring in players over the season, and I think he's got a real opportunity to stamp his authority on FC United of Manchester. But he's a good manager, did very well with Warrington, got into the National League North, which is a division above where we are at the moment, and that's only 2 divisions from the Football League. So he's got pedigree.
So
and
in terms of being professional, when does it change? So now it's a semi-pro club.
We're a semi-pro club at this moment in time. To give the viewers an idea of where we are, we have pretty much the division above us. 95% of teams are professional, even though it's semi-professional. There are a number of clubs in our division. There's a lovely ball on the far left-hand side for FC United, but good defending there from Raptors.
Very consistent defender, Josef Ferreira. Experienced, you know, traveled.
Yeah.
Actually played in England as well.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
There'll be a shot comes in, and second shot comes in. It's again well defended from the Raptors. He'll as FC now come away with it again. Preston on the far side. Oh, it's a poor ball there. I mean, Jordan's expecting player to come inside there, Fitzmartin. And there's a player down injured for Raptors, but the play continues on the far side. And FC United's Jan Polaska clears his lines. So we're Northern Premier, as I say. We are a team that the vast majority of our division are semi-professional. There's a couple of teams that are nearly professional but not quite. The division above is pretty much all professional, and then the division above is entirely professional. And then after that, you're into the Football League, so you're into League 2. The 92 clubs of the English pyramid is where you start the real professional game, where you're playing to get into the League 1 or into the Championship, and then they've got the Premier League. So
sometimes people don't understand like how many tires English football has and the quality that you have in those low leagues.
Yeah,
I mean, I think we have the main example in Portugal. You know, Victor Gyökeres, he went from Coventry playing playoff final, and then he switched to Portugal, to Sporting, where he's been one of the most deadly strikers in the world.
Indeed, you're right. Yeah, it's very interesting because the English pyramid of football, I mean, there's so many leagues, so much football, and you can go. I mean, there's no bad league in reality. You know, players work hard week in, week out. They're training twice a week. They really, really do put a shift in, even though some of them get paid in certain divisions. So many players, and then you've not only got that, then you've got the grassroots on a Sunday.
Then no one has Sunday league.
Just hundreds. I mean, we as a nation, from Scotland, Ireland, England, and Wales, there's more football teams in the small islands than I think any other country in the world. But it's loved, and as you see tonight, the supporters, they come out regardless of where you're playing, who you're playing against. Football,
they fly
football's in your heart.
All the way from Manchester.
Football's in your hearts when it comes to the UK.
That's actually remarkable. Now we have a dangerous free kick. That's a good ball. The header was just as close.
That was a great ball in, and you can see the face of the Prague Raptors player there. He thinks he's got to score from there. Looking on the replay there, he's got a free header, and he's misdirected it, and that could have been a really good opportunity for the Raptors to get one back early in this game. 90 minutes played here in Prague on a brisk evening.
Indeed.
I mean, it's certainly not Porto, it's not Lisbon, and it's not Braga. Although Braga at this time of the year is pretty similar. I was in Braga really last year.
Can be quite windy, that's true.
Very green and very beautiful part of the world. I do like Braga. My other team, because I live in Brussels now, a team called Union Saint-Gilloise, and they're in the top league in Belgium, but 40 years.
Nice recovery from Miguel Freire. He can go for the shot. Close.
It was very close, yeah, you're right there. I think the defending, they just closed upon him, and he couldn't open his body, could he, to wrap his foot around it, and but it wasn't initially a mistake by FC United, but that was unlucky for
Let's look here
Raptors.
In the replay.
He does superbly, doesn't he, there? Just brilliant to win the ball back. Is that a handball? No, the referee says play on.
Tarashenko on the left. Nice defending.
But equally, Raptors are, they've got a little...
They're trying to impose their football.
Yeah,
I think they're trying to get used to the pace of the English pace.
Good pace, and FC United now in the final third. Ball plays inside. Press on the ball, plays it inside. So is he onside? The referee, yes, the play continues, but goalkeeper does well, gets across well there. I'm going to have to keep remembering that we've got a replay system. I commentated on a game at Wembley about 10 years ago, and it was the FA Trophy, which is one of the biggest non-league games, and it was Bradford Park Avenue were playing Wrexham, who we now know Wrexham have gone on to do very big things.
Yes.
As a fan-owned club initially, they were reborn as a fan-owned club, and we were commentating, and I didn't realise that we had a monitor, and I was arguing with my co-commentator for about 45 seconds as the ball comes across.
And still in.
It is still in, yes.
Still in.
That's a decent ball in, but should be comfortable with the goalkeeper. I didn't realise that I was arguing about a challenge, and he went, Swampy, just look at the monitor. And I went, what monitor? And there was 35 monitors at Wembley all across, and I went, see, I'm a non-league commentator. I don't see TV screens. And he was right. It was a bad challenge.
A Raptors dangerous attack on the left.
That's a good ball as well. You just need someone meeting that, don't you? So, if Raptors don't win tonight, will it impact the club in any way, or will it continue the
I think the club takes this opportunity to show themselves to the world, show their beliefs, show their community-based style of management in the club. We have, as I said previously, we have a lot of nationalities represented in the club.
It's about 64?
55.
55
nationalities between coaching staff, players, youth, because we also have the youth academies based in international schools. So it's really curious. You always find someone from your own country. I have two playing in the field right now. Number 6, Miguel, and number 22, Jose.
Okay.
So, as you see...
As a club, are you, I mean, I know you've done very well. You've gone from the very bottom and you're moving up. Is the expectation this season again to do the same?
Well, that's something for the Kim and Ismael
Okay.
to answer. I think they are ambitious enough to never settle. So they are at the moment fighting, 7 points behind the top of the league. They have quality and they know about it. I think if not this year, maybe next year, they're definitely promotion contenders. And 5th division in Czech Republic, it's the last actually regional.
Yes.
Then from the 4th division, it's already national. And let's see if we can see the Raptors all over Czech Republic.
And that's where the challenge really starts, doesn't it, as opposed as a football club. They're getting to that national level and then working and showing the quality.
And it's quite hard in Czech Republic to get promoted, because even in the 4th division, only one team gets promoted out of 16. So you need to be not one of the best, you need to be the best.
You have to be the every time, yes. And in cup competitions yourself here, the Prague Raptors play in, is it a regional cup competition that you're playing, or? They
played one cup here in Prague, the Prague Cup, which can allow them to play the Czech National Cup.
Okay.
So
right.
I think they are still in the knockouts for that possibility. But their main focus is the league, and also growing the players. You know, the B team is also doing pretty good, and always focus on that. They work together. They're connected, so the teams are quite connected between them.
Okay.
And the goal is always both of them to succeed, of course.
Yeah.
Man A is always a priority, but Man B is never forgotten in this club.
No, I mean, it's all the way through, from the juniors all the way through, male and female, all the way through. Club develops, and you know.
And that's the key to be successful, is that you rely on what you can grew in your own intake.
And you've done it in such a short space of time as well as a football club. I mean, from an FC's perspective, we started off with the first team 11 in 2005 after we set ourselves up, and it took us a long time to be able to get a women's team, and we have a women's team now, and they've been successful and going through the leagues.
How are they doing?
Well, as a club, they've done spectacularly well, and then you get to like a national level, and it gets very, very difficult.
That's true.
And they got relegated last season. But equally, it's a learning curve. It's a learning what we do and how we develop as a football club. But it's an integral part. A women's academy would be absolutely superb. I think we're very near to that as a football club. We've got under 18s now, young men's. We've got under 21s as well, and you know we're developing all the time. And like anything, unfortunately, life's about money. And to be able to develop and get the people you want in, and we're also in a very, very saturated area for football, with not only the big professional clubs but also the clubs from League One and League Two, very, very similar and around us, and everyone's vying for everything. So, but as a club, we are fan-owned. We are looking to keep working and within the community and do the things that Raptors have been able to do.
And you own your own stadium. Belongs to the club.
It belongs to the club. I mean, we do have what we call debt, and that debt does hold us back somewhat, based upon we have to pay it off, and having to pay that has limited us. We're one of the lowest spending clubs in our division, and in fact, not in many divisions. But it's about players. That's a good ball in there. Can the keeper come out? Yes, he can. He gathers it well. But it's also about getting the right kind of player in that's prepared to play for not big money, as we know.
It's play for a chance of a club that can feel like family, you know. And sometimes when you're especially in finishing your career, it's good that you play in a place that you're appreciated. And it's here also in Raptors. Some of these players have more than quality to play in divisions above, but they feel comfortable here. It's a good club for them, and they can showcase their quality week in, week out. And I think that's also what they look for.
Well, it's interesting because on Saturday, the good clearance from FC United of Manchester there as Satoli takes the ball. Ball cut inside now. Ball comes across. Oh, it's good interception. That was good interception. That needed to be as well. I mean, we played a game on Saturday, and the goal scorer of the game, he's a centre half. He's very, very tall. He's the captain, and he scored on his 500th game for the same club. He started as a youth player, carried on all the way through, still at the football club. That's family.
That's
part
of the club.
You might have had a chance to leave and go somewhere else, but you know what? You've gone. I like where I am. I want to be where I am, and
there's not a lot of those.
No, not
there's
at all.
Not a lot of those nowadays.
I say our players play for the shirt rather than the money, and same with Raptors. I mean, and again, if anyone's listening to us, which clearly you are, but free entry here tonight. Raptors don't charge for home games. You can come and you can enjoy watching the Raptors, and again, really family-orientated football club that everybody's included, everybody's part and parcel of it. And you know,
in the beginning, we had the opportunity to see actually some of the youth coming with the players. That for sure it was a moment for them to make their Monday a bit different.
Yes.
At least.
Well, one thing we can say about this game certainly is compared to the game at FC United, the Raptors are really, really playing a good tempo, working FC United really, really well here. And
nice ball on the left.
Lovely opportunity.
It's in the box. It's a nice shot.
Well, he hit that well, didn't he? I mean,
I like how it's on.
It looked good. It was a slight half volley off the ground. It was just skidded across, really good.
Let's look at it one more time.
Just slightly, just wide, but that's a great strike.
That would have been beautiful.
It would have been a lovely goal. Yes, it would have been Paul Scholes-esque.
Well, just in case you're curious, that's Chris O'Dowd, actually.
Oh, is it Chris O'Dowd?
Yes.
Ah, okay, yes. He's a player who...
Irish.
Yeah, good Irishman, of course, yes. And I think I actually spoke to him for a little while back at Broadhurst Park, and the previous time I have Irish parentage, so it was like, oh, there's an Irishman playing in the Czech Republic, fantastic. And in fairness, you have a fair amount of Irish bars in the old town.
We have, actually.
James Joyce, we were in the James Joyce earlier on. Really nice, big open fire. I nearly didn't make it because it was so warm in there. I thought, I might just commentate from my phone and watch the game and pretend I was there. But
If you try the Irish bar here in Prague, you should definitely try one of the known Czech hospoda, the typical Czech bars. For sure, you're gonna have fun.
oh, we've
Jedna pivo, prosím, and that's how it starts. One beer, please. Then dva, and we go on and
2,
go
3,
on
4,
until we fully know how to speak Czech.
after 9 pints, I think everyone can speak Czech.
That's true.
I mean, yes, I mean the craft brewery here at the side of the ground, fantastic.
Every small football stadium here in Czech Republic, they have their own bar in the premises of the stadium.
Superb. And the microbrewery here, the beers are superb. Really nice staff.
Czech Republic is also like the country with more beer drink per capita. Beer drinking per capita.
Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me,
No.
in all fairness. And I think it might have gone up somewhat after a couple of days of FC United supporters being here. I mean, in all fairness,
They are just trying the local treats.
well, we come for the
We can be
football,
fair.
but primarily we come for the beer, the culture, the beer, and more beer, and a bit of culture. And if the football's there as well, no problem at all.
I call that vacation.
Oh yes, well, it is a vocation for all of us. Some of us do it professionally. And living in Belgium, I think I'm one of them now. But no, I mean, this has been it's a very close contested game, and
It's been United started stronger, then Raptors kind of tied the game. Now the game is one side to the other. Now good cross.
it was a very good cross, but well defended on at the edge of the area. First time shot comes in there from Preston, and it's into the arms of the goalkeeper. He was well positioned, the goalkeeper there.
A wall.
Well, yes, he's a big lad, isn't he?
He's a wall.
And he gathered the ball well there. He knew exactly where to be and did very well. Well, Sotoli from FC United has only been with us for about, I think, it's his 5th game. 2 or 3 players that came in.
They joined the coach. From what we can look up a bit before, they came with the coach. So for sure they're going to be growing their role in the team in the next few matches and in the next few months.
Indeed, he's a good player. He's an entertaining player to watch. You enjoy him. There's a couple of players here that aren't here this evening, again from work commitments and other things. But there's a nice little squad developing. We've got a chance. I mean, we're currently second bottom of the division, but I think in reality we're there for a reason. But I've got a feeling that we're going to get out of that. We've got a big game on Saturday against a team that are in a very similar position. And the only way you get out of those positions is by beating the teams that are in and around you. If you beat them, you can climb up the table. If not, then you're in a battle all the way through the season. But FC have only been defeated by 1 goal in pretty much every game this season so far.
It's been contested.
Very contested, yeah. It's been a season of frustration more than anything. And as
At the fans.
Through thick and thin, always there. I mean, our previous manager Neil Reynolds, who we had to say goodbye to after about 10 or 11 games. Obviously, he's integral with the Fenix Trophy as well. It's a competition he absolutely adored and loved, and he's a manager.
And he won.
And he won the competition twice. He'll be wishing us well tonight. He's joined a club actually in a very similar position to ourselves, and I'm hoping both teams can get out of it. Wonderful play there from Sotoli, absolutely superb. Goes past another. The referee there, is that going to be on the edge of the area? I think it is. Yeah, I think he was right there. It may well be possibly a yellow card as well, but I'm hoping the referee just says.
The referees here tend to keep the yellow cards in the pocket.
Oh, that's good. Does well there, Sotoli. There's not a great. He stands his ground, the defender. I always want defenders to stand their ground, and I can see in them he's remonstrating. I've just stood there, and he's got over me. And I can understand why he's remonstrating. I'm quite old school. I personally thought it was a decent challenge.
Well, the referee didn't take it that way.
Well, referees seldom agree with me. They really do. I've just realised our camera person's also listening to what. Is he listening to us? Can he hear what we're saying? As I think it was.
It's an offside. Yeah.
Offside anyway, wasn't it? So the guy's doing the cameras is listening to us. So was that why he was smiling? Now he's just completely not. He's just focused. He's just focused now, isn't he?
It has been a good. Oof, that's heavy challenge. All
But
good.
as you said, the referees don't like to give the yellow cards.
No. Here they really like to keep them in the pockets, especially in lower leagues.
Yeah, it's good refereeing actually saying, look, hopefully he's okay. And what he should do now is go over there and tap him on the shoulder and say, are you okay? Yeah, it's certainly a free kick. Certainly a free kick. It's more of a free kick than FC United's free kick. Oh my! Well, I've just mentioned, haven't I, our ex-manager?
Yes.
Good evening,
Neil Reynolds.
good evening, Neil. He's watching. It's a good job I was waxing lyrical about him and saying nice things about him. I love him to bits. He was a great guy. I say a massive advocate for this, and the Fenix Trophy is actually, in a way, worse off without him. But football managers come and go, players come and go, but he loved this competition. It really made him happy and really a privilege to be a part of it. So I'm glad he's watching, and that's nice.
Shows that he also appreciates the time he spent in the club.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He keeps following.
He was with us for quite a few years, and the COVID. That's a great bit of play. Superb, isn't it?
Class. Playing back. That's also a nice cross, dangerous ball, and cleared out by Paul Hennis.
Can FC win the ball? They do. Now Satoli again. He's been in.
And now we're going to see the first yellow card.
No, I have to look at that replay. I think Satoli's got a lot of pace, and when you got pace, you get fouled quite a lot. But I don't think the defender was, or the midfield player there was actually, it was intentional. I think he's just, but I think
holding his ground.
I think the referee's seen 3 or 4 challenges and decided to say, okay, it's time for a yellow card, and a yellow card has been given.
Andres Cabranes.
I've just missed the replay. It's interesting, when we're going down this left-hand side, you're sitting back and watching the TV, and I'm looking forward like I normally do. Oh, it's down there. And I realise you're just watching the television, you can see it there.
On the left there.
I
can cover.
I'm going to have to start looking at the monitor more than I am the pitch. The question for me is, can I get to the bar and back before second half?
Well, we can definitely ask someone here in the back.
But a very competitive game so far. It's been an entertaining game.
Enjoyable, entertaining game.
The only thing we're missing is really the goalkeepers having to be worked sufficiently so far. But equally, it's a good game, entertaining game of football. And it's interesting, isn't it? You wouldn't think this is a team that were defeated 5-0.
No.
In any way, shape or form.
Still playing home. Raptors trying to build from the back. On the right with Josef Freire. Opens up in Rizi. And United will play up.
A big clearance from O'Keefe.
Strong Jose, but conceding a throw-in.
Yeah, good defending though. You didn't. And stop. Thank you very much. I like that. The referees. My pet hate is stealing yards from throw-ins. It's the bane of my life. It really is. And the referee was stern and went no.
Oh, that's.
Well, 2 challenges, 3 challenges, and then.
And who gets the ball? It's not easy for us to see.
Backwards and forwards it goes.
Nice recovery up. Opening in the left for Bem. Cleared out. Easy. Not easy to shoot in the middle of.
No. I think initially
the field.
when he brought it down, first of all, I thought shoot, but he chose not to and couldn't get the shot away. And but good pressure from Raptors at this moment in time. Very even contest. A good strong challenge there from Charlie Ennis, and the Raptors players not happy in the ball high in the. Well, I think that's the third moon of the evening. But I mean, the Raptors normally play in grass.
Yeah. At home, it's an artificial pitch, but in Czech Republic, when you play, especially in the small cities, it tends to be not so good. But yes, grass. sometimes slow, sometimes heavy.
And going up through the divisions, the highest division in the Czech Republic, all grass pitches, not no.
Well,
3G.
I haven't visited all, I wish, but I think so. And the main ones, they're actually good stadiums, you know, not that big. So the biggest in capacity, I'll say Slavia Praha, with not even 20,000. Then comes Sparta, 17, also in small towns like
And then you
Teplice.
got Bohemians.
Bohemians, it's 6-5.
6-5. Yeah, they played Jupa Prague.
Yes, lovely game.
And
I was there. Were you?
I was travelling over, unfortunately, but I know quite a lot of FC fans were at the game. It was a 3-1 victory for
Bohemians.
For Bohemians, yeah. But
you know, a funny curiosity about Bohemians. Actually, the women's team of Prague Raptors, it's actually called Raptors Bohemians. So it's a partnership.
Ah, okay. Okay,
so there's like a connection between the two teams. And another one is that Bohemians actually president is Antonin Panenka, as you may know him.
Oh, yeah.
Panenka penalty.
Yeah. Ah, right. Okay.
So a legend.
Wow. I mean, you don't get this on FC radio. I mean, there's more facts coming out here than you can shake a stick at. Oh, the goalkeeper! Well, the referee's down. That's going to be a yellow card. Who fouled him? Can we see a reaction replay of that, please? I want to see the referee going down again. That has to be seen. Oh,
okay, we have it.
Here we go. He turns. Oh, and he's down. Well, he thought a red-shirted player was coming in there. He moved out the way. He's down. He should be sent off. Simulation from the referee. Oh,
you don't see much of those.
You don't. That was superb to see. I like that.
Long ball and offside.
But no, it's football. It's just a great thing, isn't it? It brings people together. It's
an universal language, don't you think?
I remember doing sort of my football badges, and we had a guy. He said, "It's the one thing in the world where you can throw something, a round thing, in the middle of anywhere in the world, and someone somewhere would go and kick it, and all of a sudden you've got a game. Doesn't matter where you are." Doesn't matter where you are in the world at all, and it's absolutely superb to see that thing there, that round thing there now, that we love so much, creates so much passion. Now is an opportunity for FC on the edge of the air. Good defending again. That's great defending, because Preston, I mean, he should have done better perhaps, but he gets in front of him and does really well.
He's been quite solid.
He has been solid, yeah.
In this evening.
Down that side, he's not giving anything away. He's worked really hard and made sure that FC United can't get beyond.
It's an experienced and really travelled player.
Yeah.
Finland, Wales, Portugal, many teams that he has been played for. Has travelled in Europe to play, and in Finland he has some kind of reputation.
And again, to do that as a footballer, to go all around Europe and experience life, because that is it. It's about travelling, isn't it? It's about learning in life and finding different cultures and understanding different people. It makes us all better people. You stay in one place all your life, it can become problematic occasionally. You travel, you get to know the world in a different way.
You open your horizons.
Yeah,
you see different things.
It is absolutely amazing. And football can do that. And these players, you know, both from Prague Raptors and from FC United Manchester, are experiencing that, because the vast majority of these players are never going to play the very highest level, but they're playing in a competition and enjoying life.
And they're able to play.
You know, how many people can say, I played at the San Siro?
That's true.
You know,
that's true. That's true.
It doesn't happen. And it's this level of football to say, that's good football from FC. But to say they can do that at this level is brilliant.
Nice progression. Waiting for the move, and
well, Fitzmartin did well there, and good defending though for the big number 6 from for Raptors. And it's also nice to see, I mean, there's only one criticism I've got so far. There's only one player wearing gloves. For me, you should never be wearing gloves in football, but he's wearing a short sleeve shirt.
Okay, I just spotted a few more.
Yeah, okay. I did. Well, the goalkeepers are. We know that.
It can get cold here. Some of these players, they are from the south of Europe, so.
Of course, yes. I mean, yes. You're making excuses for them because I mean, well, you are. I mean, you're from a warm climate.
That's true. That's true. And sometimes it's not the easiest to watch games here.
So, what was your journey here then? I mean, we're coming up to half time. What was your journey? Because obviously you're from Porto. You've moved over to.
I did my Erasmus here, and you just
okay.
fall in love the city.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful, the opportunity is beautiful, and you know, you just you need to, as you said, so good. You need to get out of your comfort zone in order to improve. So that's why I'm here, and I will keep being here.
Fantastic. And you're also now involved in football.
Yes,
you're
which
with the
was
women's
my
team.
lifetime passion.
Yeah.
So
Oh, brilliant.
nice shot. That's a good save.
It is. And it's
That's a good save. Straight for the reels of his TikTok fans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He'll be talking about it. In fact, he's got someone here recording the game himself, and he'll be using it on TikTok. So there'll be 100,000 plus people listening to and watching his summarising of this game. Someone's here somewhere videoing things, and but he got down well there, and it was a good effort, a rasping shot. Good corner. Ooh.
That's a good clear. Ball keeps in. And we should be about to finish the first half. And that's it.
I predicted. That's absolutely perfect. Well, listen, 45 minutes in, very even. I think Raptors, in fairness, have had probably the better chances. The goalkeeper, the first real great save from
I would say
O'Keefe.
United with more possession.
Yeah,
but Raptors have been trying. You know, they have results to change.
Of course, and it's a big task to try. But they've acquitted themselves very, very well. It's a very even game, and we look forward to another 45 minutes.
There's definitely some surprises that the Raptors can use. Some interesting players in the bench, if I may. Dragisa Rakovic, for me, one of the players that can change the game. Really fast Serbian player. I'm really curious to see what he can add here, if he is a choice today. And also Leo Bujic, 10 goals in 7 games in the league. So he can also change something.
Is the reason why he's not starting, or?
That's again a question for the Kim and Ismael.
Well, you can ask him that question at the end of the game, if he comes on or he doesn't come on, and changes the game hugely. But
he's a talented player.
Yeah,
you'll like to watch. If he will get to play, definitely amazing first touch. And 10 goals in 7 games, that's a good finisher.
Well, I'm led to believe we also have a statistician with us who knows the game inside out, one of your colleagues who works with the women's team. I think it would be remiss of me, because I took on the headset and he's stood here next to me. He's also wearing gloves, but he's allowed to because he's not playing.
He can. He can feature in the B team of the Prague Raptors. So
would you like to take over and have a little chat amongst yourselves? He's going, no. Well, you were going to commentate, weren't you? You were going to be part of it. So, I mean, now all of a sudden, doesn't want to do so.
Do you want to get us beers, though? Do you want to get us beers?
That sounds like a really good idea. We say he's got gloves on, so why not? Why not, indeed? And so normally at half-time, do we go off or do you continue? Or
well, what do you feel like? Do you think anyone is listening to us in the half-time?
I'll be very honest with you. I feel like the toilet.
The toilet.
just to go and come back.
We can, we can go back. We can come back 5 minutes before.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
See if we have any subs and prepare for the second half, which I
think we should do that.
We'll have some goals.
Yes, and me too, because it's said everything apart from goals. Great atmosphere, good action, good quality. Couple of goals second half would be very nice. 4-0 for the Raptors to make it really tense would be superb. just for the television would be wonderful.
Well, I hope you're right then. Okay, then we come back in a bit.
Indeed. See you soon.
See you.
Where is the nearest toilet? I'll be back. I live in Brussels, so I get the train in, so I go back on the train, night train, 15 hours. Brilliant.
Well, let us just quickly introduce the person that we were talking to. We are talking to none other than Michael Hudak,
Indeed, yeah.
best player of the season so far for the Prague Raptors. Unfortunately injured.
Yeah, he scored a lot of goals. He got a hat-trick at the weekend.
Yes, 13 goals in 16 games, and played in Germany, Czech Republic. Let me see. So the list is is huge.
Well, it's an A4
Born
sheet
in
of paper with his
Sydney.
name on.
Born in Sydney, you know, started in Green Hill, and also played for Sheffield United, Matlock Town, Germany, several leagues. It's an amazing player. Too bad that he's not performing here tonight.
It's amazing. What year? I mean, I don't know if it tells you there, but what year did he play for Matlock Town? Does it say?
No,
Only because they're in our division, and we played against them many times. He may well have played against FC United before. I'm not quite sure.
But player of the league last season by a Czech website. So
yeah, good play. He played at Broadhurst Park, and a bit of quality about him as well. But again, it's unfortunate players get injured. Joe Ferguson, who's he's a defender for us, but he's a good quality. He's got legs like a thoroughbred horse.
Look at this ball.
That's Charlie Ennis for you. He can deliver superbly well as FC United now with Fitzmartin. Can they get to the byline? Yes, he can. Ball comes across. Good defending again for the Raptors, and FC probably will pick it up with.
Yeah, but Joe, he Burnley youth intake, right?
Yeah.
So Premier League standards.
Indeed, and you know, and sometimes it's very hard when you've been in academies at the very highest level. It's how you adapt when you have to come back down.
That's
a
true.
lot of players. They can't do it, and other players will continue, and the application has to be right. And you know, and Joe is a player where he could be a winger, but because he's got the pace and quality. He's also now playing left back, and he's got a lot to learn at this level. It's very, very difficult. It's very different to played under 23s football, where you're protected. You come into.
But nowadays, with the three in the back, a wing back has to have winger characteristics.
Yeah, and so FC United, Fitzmartin, can he get to the byline? Yes, he gets across. Oh, it's going to be a goal, and it is! And that is a great finish. Really is a superb finish, and that possibly could be the goal that FC United of Manchester will qualify for the next round in maybe warmer climates and maybe...
Well, I have actually here who's the next. What's the next step for?
I think
I'm gonna say for which team goes through. Let's just say like now Manchester United or Manchester is more likely to face.
Yes, I think it was a great finish there. He took it well beyond the goalkeeper, nothing he could do. And FC United, well, that's 6-0 on aggregate, and a great finish there.
And the winner will face either Brera from Milan or Fenix United from Podgorica. That beat it for 5-0 the Italian team. So also likely that you will travel to Montenegro.
Montenegro, yeah. It'd be and again, if that's the case,
look at what we received here.
We
get fans that cannot see us.
The supporters wanted a goal. The TV people wanted a goal, and we wanted what? We wanted a beer, and we've got a beer. And this is a Czech beer.
That is a Czech beer. So as a good Czech, Nazdraví.
Nazdraví.
And you look in the eyes, Nazdraví.
Oh, that's what my wife does to me all the time. Look in the eyes. You have to look into the eyes. And I think
that's true.
You look into. You have to then drink within the eyes. And in fact, you've got beautiful eyes. And that definitely is a Czech beer. Oh yes. I'm a craft ale drinker, primarily. So some great craft ale bars here in Prague as FC United now. Can they capitalise again? The ball comes across, and oh well, it's half defended, and then it should be the second, and it is. And in a matter of moments in the second half, a very, very even contest in the first 45 minutes, and FC scored 2 goals within the first 3 minutes of the second half, and that is pretty much game over.
Unfortunately, not the best entrance for the Raptors in the second half.
But it was...
but being hardly punished. 2
yeah,
shots,
Sam
goals.
Dunstan there, a youngster from FC United of Manchester. The ball comes across, and in replay, the defender, he should clear it, and he just stepped away from the ball, and it allowed FC United the opportunity, and it into the back of the net, and FC United find themselves 7 goals up now on aggregate here in Prague. And regardless of the result, all the players and all the supporters will be in the bar after the game enjoying good food, good beer, and good hospitality and good comradeship. As Jordan Preston just below us now plays the ball inside. Guy Hall loses out, and Charlie Ennis, the captain, on the halfway end, does really well, and then intercepted well by the Raptors. And
Looks like the time slows down and the ball gets to Paul Ennis.
Yeah,
he has more time to decide than the others.
He's got that experience as FC United again, now down the byline. Ball comes across, oh, and that is very close there, and I'd expect the goalkeeper at the near post to save it.
Goal kick?
I think it is a goal kick, yeah. The ball comes across, down the byline they go. Ball comes in, and, well, it's just wide of the post. Yeah, I mean, he's got the experience, Charlie. He's in his 30s now, and he's got a bit of quality about him, and he's so physically fit as well as an older statesman in footballing terms, but he's got a great footballing brain as well. And I also have to apologise because the weekend I accused him of missing a gilt-edged chance in the 90th minute, and I was only corrected about 3 hours ago. It wasn't him, so I do apologise, Charlie. It wasn't his mistake. I won't mention the player because it would be remiss of me to do so, but it wasn't Charlie Ennis who made the. It would have been 1-1 and game. We would go home with a point, but here in Prague, FC United found themselves 2 goals up, 2 goals in the last 2 minutes, and
one goal from the Raptors would challenge the game.
It would be nice,
at least for the second leg, and to fight for the win at home.
Indeed, and also for the home supporters as well. It's a good ball in as well. It's well defended by Guy Hall and clear the lines. FC United and Manchester. And what kind of crowds are you getting at home?
Well, mostly from the youth players. Players from men's team, they usually support the women's team. The women's team usually supports the men's team. There's a comradeship between the club. We support each other, and that's mostly what we can expect. The community of expats still can grow, but I think Raptors need to keep climbing, doing their way, and I think that's when you
attract more local supporters, people maybe disenfranchised with big league football to a degree, and
they are quite famous. You know, in the expat community, people know the Raptors now. They don't have the habit to come and watch.
Well, can they get back into this game? Referee says there's a free kick there. I think that's a little fortuitous. I think the referee maybe got that wrong, but when you're 7 goals up, well, I think he got the ball for me there, but the referee's decided against it, and there's an opportunity here for Raptors, and make the goalkeeper work here.
Let's see who's the chosen one.
I think you know who the chosen was.
Yes.
Chosen one was. He was your manager, and he was Manchester United's manager.
And now Dmitro Tarashenko for the free kick. 19 years old, fast and exciting winger. 2 years in the Prague Raptors.
Oh, that's going to sting, and that's going to sting as well.
Oh, but he left there with a smile.
Everyone got up and went, I would have been staying down there.
Oh, and now dangerous.
Oh.
And then offside.
And I think again that maybe the assistant referee put his flag up a little bit early for me.
It's quickly checked.
I'm thinking that possibly is onside. They're giving the ball away there, and well, no, I think that's onside there. I think the assistant referee got that wrong, but it was a great finish from Preston as well. But the flag was already up, so he knew the whistle had blown, and players can score great goals when the whistle's been blown, can't they? Well, it looks like FC United will be qualifying again. And this is the first time we've had to really qualify in that respect. Not group stages at the moment, as Guy Hall now, left-hand ball comes across there. Goalkeeper fumbles, and it's going to be 3. Oh. And as you said,
that's unlucky.
He's a rocking goal normally, and that's probably a very uncanny mistake there from the goalkeeper. It went through his legs, and and his hands, and that's unfortunate really, because a game that was so evenly matched has gone so far away. Far away in the early parts of this second half for the Raptors.
If there's a player who didn't deserve it, it's Michael. Wall.
Because he is, as you say,
security, you know, it's synonymous.
It just goes through his legs there, and that's, as you say, he's a man mountain, and he's been a stalwart for the football club, and he knows he's let himself down there, and he also knows it's not going to make a big difference in the game, in all fairness, but he doesn't want to make them mistakes, and Jay Fitzmartin there.
Second goal of the night.
2 for him. FC United lead 3-0. And
now good ball in the middle.
They can hear their players talking to each other, win the second ball, and FC United. There'll be no let-up, I think. And before that, we've got to be a substitution for FC United and Manchester. And, well, from here, it looks like FC United's goalkeeper, who's coming on, who's now going to play outfield, because the only reason why I'm saying that is because he's very small.
And that's who's leaving? Jan Palinkas?
Jan Palinkas has come off, and coming on is FC United and Manchester's number when he turns around, because I mean, again, he's brand new to me. And well, the first thing he's going to do is take a throw in, and we'll see the number of his shirt, so we'll then know who he is. Oh, he's number 12. Oh, 30.
Number 12, Elliot Wilkinson.
Elliot Wilkinson. That's out of play. Yeah. Good referee in there. Good beer, by the way. Very good beer. Very nice. The only person not drinking is the guy running the camera. But he's got a smile on his face. He's a happy man. But I'm sure he'd really enjoy a nice beer. But again, this is a great thing.
He's agreeing with us. He's definitely agreeing.
But it's a great thing as well. These games go out live.
That's true.
All over the world. So if you want to watch this, you can on Fenix TV. Absolutely superb.
The whole experience of the tournament for me, like it's the first year that I'm actually covering and watching the games, but it's been such, as they say, as their motto, football beyond football.
Yeah,
and
indeed.
I do appreciate that.
Well, FC United's slogan is making friends, not millionaires. You know, and that's what we've done. You know, and for FC United of Manchester, we've been very lucky as the ball sprayed beautifully by Ennis again, controlled. Good defending though from the Raptors, and perhaps the referee should pull that back for a free kick to the Raptors. They have indeed. We've been so lucky in our before this tournament. We've played at the played in Sweden at the home of the 1958 World Cup. We played in Seoul at the National Stadium. We played against St. Pauli on their 100th anniversary against their veterans team. We played 3 days before Celtic. Celtic played on the Tuesday. We played on the Saturday at 3 o'clock on their anniversary. We've been so lucky to go around the world and play football and meet so many great people and great supporters, and wherever we go we enjoy ourselves. And this tournament has really just embellished and created a system where people can come really meet each other wherever you are around the world. Whoever you are, this competition is available, and we know a club that unfortunately couldn't be with us this season. They had to pull out, and we have another Manchester team, Avro, who are only maybe 3 kilometres from FC United's ground. They're in a division below, and they've taken on the mantle, and they're in the competition now as well. So there's always been quite a strong contingent of British teams playing in the tournament, but it's nice to get away, get into Europe and enjoy good football, good comradeship, good food, and learn about different cultures.
Fully agree with you. I have nothing actually to add. It's one of the best. You described it so good, how it feels just to travel around watching some football. This could be promising, but
FC United now just
playing it well.
Still playing at high tempo, still working the ball well, wanting to score again and again and again, and it's a good play there on the right-hand side. I say the game's been it's been relaxed from FC, but equally the tempo's been very good. I'm sure
We
Mark.
can already see 3 subs being prepared for
Yep.
Prague Raptors. From what I can see, it's the 2 names that I mentioned at halftime. So Dragisa Rakovic and Leo Bušik. And I'm still trying to see the 3rd name.
Well, I'm glad that you pronounced them because I can't.
I hope I'm doing it
that's
right.
a good effort. Oh, just
It's a
got
good effort from Rizzi.
He got underneath the ball, unfortunately, but it's a great ball in, and they were lucky there. He just got underneath the ball and headed the ball over. But I think you get a chance to mention all those players' names again because they're all about to come on.
Well, I hope that I'm pronouncing the names correctly, to be honest.
You'll do a lot better job than I've ever done. Now, if James Quinn was here, he's a professional.
First player out, number 11, Adam Bem, and with the number 2, Dragisha Rakovic. You can see him on the right wing, on the left as a left back. And also number 57, Denis Belyaev, and looks like number 6. No, number 6 still playing.
It is quite difficult because the light's not brilliant here.
Not the best.
So,
So I'm sorry.
I can forgive my comrade to the left-hand side.
But also, as you can see now, a new striker for the Raptors, Slovak player.
Oh, so Tony does superbly well.
It's a good ball, straight for Michael
It
Hans.
could have been. He tried to play with the outside of his boot, but he got to the wrong side and it swerved inside. I could see the intention was to go out wide right, but again, FC pressing. And for me, I mean, as an FC supporter and a comment, even though they are 8 goals to the good, 3-0 tonight and 5 at Broadhurst Park, they're not changing the tactics. They're working hard. They're really taking the game seriously. They really want to, and as you should, whatever team you play, you put them to the sword. You stop them from playing. You score as many goals as you can, and then you shake hands at the end, and you go have a drink together.
That's right.
And then you enjoy it.
And it's one way to show respect is to keep playing the same game.
Yeah, that's all you do. You keep on playing and working hard and working hard. As FC come out, long clearance to the halfway line. Totally nearly gets his head on it, but should be a simple ball back to the skipper, the number 5.
Played in the middle now for Miguel Freire. Leo Bujic with his back on the nice movement now for the Raptors. Jose with space to progress, opening up in the right, and that's good clearance.
Yeah, Raptors there, just 2 or 3 good passes there, working well, and again, haven't given up. They're playing at a good tempo, still working hard. It's always hard to come into a game when you know you're 5-0 down.
Consider also the tactic shape of Raptors change now. Cabranes is coming back a bit to help in the defense, and we have the wingers a bit more open.
Yeah, and you've also you're trying to play a high line with more attackers, because obviously the game is possibly beyond Raptors now, but is an opportunity.
It's a good movement. And save hands.
Yeah, I mean, O'Keefe, good safe hands there. Ball comes across, does well, gets down low, and FC can start from the back. Left-footed from Hall, plays the ball up. Is easily dealt with though from the Raptors. And they start again from the back.
Some good long ball, good opening. A ball in the middle, that's nice. Bujic, no.
That's
Well,
a great bit of movement from
great pass.
FC United, Manchester Fitzmartin. He's on a hat-trick. Can he cut inside? Can he get the shot away? Oh, he just shows a little bit too much of it. But going back to the initial ball that was played from Raptors on the far left-hand side, it was a superb ball. It took 2 FC players out. It was a wonderful ball played on the far left-hand side. And going to be another substitution for... And no disrespect in any way, shape or form to Raptors, but the last player you want to come on for an FC perspective is Jordan Buckley, who's a strong, good goal scorer. You're thinking, you know,
Well,
the intent from FC is to score more goals, because this is a lad who's got a lot of quality about him. I think Satoli is the player coming off, and
who's been, for me, playing really.
He's got a lot of pace, a lot of quality about him. Yeah, but Buckley is a player that.
15 goals in the Scottish League One.
Yeah, he can score. He can score goals. He's got something about him. He's strong. He holds the ball well. He scored a goal a couple of weeks ago.
All the information we had, the sentence was literally like this: he scores goals for fun.
Yeah. We could do him scoring more goals for fun for FC, but he's fit again, and hopefully you'll see him here now. First touch. Well, first touch is a goal kick. That's a commentating curse. That he's great on the ball. First touch, goal kick. But no, he's a good player. He scored an absolutely nonchalant goal last week, where the ball came in and the ball was behind him, and he backheeled it into over the goalkeeper.
That's impressive.
Just as the ball came in.
For those who cannot see, my co-host is actually showing.
I'm doing. Yeah. It was like a horse kicking out, but I mean, he hit the ball. It was a good goal, great goal. But he's capable of scoring great goals.
Well, I hope he will not today, but I would like to see one, but not today. It's a good movement.
Well, again, resolute defending from FC United of Manchester there. Even though they're winning by 3 goals this evening and 8 goals on aggregate, still working hard.
Now that I was finally able to spot the number, let me introduce to you the player that Raptors subbed in a few minutes ago. It's Ruben Rojas, number 67 from Venezuela.
Venezuela, wow! It is an international, worldwide team. That's fantastic.
That's it. It's few. Moroccan, we have Moroccan, Slovak, Venezuelan, Ukrainian, Italian, Portuguese. I think I'm saying all Europe here.
Indeed.
Nigerian in the goal. Kim and coaching the whole team as an English.
And in fairness, FC United have got a Czech.
That's true.
But he's gone off. A Czech with a very Mancunian accent. Well, the Raptors with the goalkeeper now. He clears his lines. Little chip onto this near touchline. Oh, it's just slightly overhit there, unfortunately. And out for a throw on this near touchline. On this ever increasingly cold evening. Well, Charlie Ennis, today's skipper and equally manager, setting the precedent and making sure that this team are playing the highest tempo, the best of quality, and getting the best out of FC United of Manchester, and certainly that's what they've been doing for the vast majority of the game. The first half very even. There was nothing between the two teams, but those 2 goals in the first 2 minutes really set the 2 teams apart, and then the third goal really kills it completely as Guy Hall hits a long ball over the top. It needs to be dealt with.
And got by Paling.
It was an awkward clearance, but here comes Buckley. And it'll be a throw-in.
Definitely stands out.
Yeah, he's a big tall. Yeah, he's a big tall guy. He's nonchalant on the ball. Sometimes he has that sort of like prowess of, dare I say, Berbatov, who holds the ball and just stands there and then hits a ball wherever he wants to. And when he scores goals, sometimes they're the spectacular rather than just the mundane. If he could score more mundane goals,
that flair to it.
Yeah, he's a very good player. As the ball comes in now, is an opportunity, good defending, because he had to defend the ball there because Buckley was right behind him.
Right in the back.
And he clears his lines superbly well, and it's a corner ball to FC United of Manchester. Yeah, good movement down the right-hand side. Corner comes in very quickly. I was watching the replay for the first time. And we took the corner. Can we just not take the corners as quickly, please, FC? I'm trying to watch the replay. Again, lovely ball down this near touchline. Pressing on the ball. Holds it well. And then another corner ball, FC. Well, what are we on? 70 minutes gone. Because the TV listener or watcher, because I'm always doing radio, would say it's now, tell the time, it's on the top. Oh, it's went for a goal kick.
We have
Yeah, it's all the mod cons. Hey, I didn't realise. I mean, there's a big screen. I can see the clock and everything. I'd have to tell not the listener, the watcher. Oh, it's okay. Don't forget, I'll be back in for Boxing Day, and it'll be radio for me again. So you don't have to endure this again. But the one thing I really hope is because it would seem to me at this moment in time the Raptors are going out of this competition. But I hope the relationship continues. I hope for next season the Raptors are back in the competition, and I hope equally that FC United are to continue this relationship, this bond between football clubs and all the football clubs within this tournament, regardless of the Raptors, but equally because the Raptors are themselves a team that we've been involved in all the way through. And I'm just...
and now it's a long ball. Buckley fighting with GP to win it, and Miguel Freire clearing out to the left to Dragisa. Opening out. Good movement for the Raptors.
I'm just being given...
Cross, dangerous cross, Cabrane! So close, so close. Well, my co-host is already being requested for photography, so whatever we are saying it good.
Let's do it. Well, let's get one together with my comrade here. So, come on. Get your phone out. I want the photograph. The pair of us.
Shall we also have the pair of blondies that come with us?
Is that yours or that's yours? That's mine. I'm enjoying. The TVs that take... Welcome to Phoenix Trophy Football. Well, that's nice. I can't repeat an air that, but that's made me day that.
Just say hello to you.
Yeah, hello Mark. Glad you're watching and enjoying. I've just seen your comments. Listen, it's TV. Get away with it occasionally, can't we? But FC down the right hand side now. Great ball inside. Oh, and it's just beyond the FC player there. He looks like he's just held up a little bit there, maybe. No, he's okay.
Let me just quickly add now that I noticed the English tradition that you just added here to the Czech Stadium. The flags covering up the pitch is definitely not a view here, and today we have the pleasure of having that piece of culture from England.
And equally a number of Czech flags as well. The ball comes inside, first time shot comes in, it should be, oh, he hits the post. Buckley! Well, that wasn't Berbatov-esque, was it? Let's be honest, he's hit the post from 4 yards. That was more like Ralph Milne. That was a Ralph Milne finish, wasn't it? Oh, goodness me, can't believe it. Yeah, I mean,
think your commentator curse
exactly
came straight in.
I think certainly from flags are very important in football for British and Irish supporters. We like the flags and have the comedy within them as well, rather than just being mundane. Have a nice flag. As Eddie's first time shot comes in. Oh, and again. Is that a corner ball? I think it is. I hope it is, because if it's not, Buckley's missed it again. That was commentating curse. But corner ball ensues.
But for sure, the owner of Raptors, Mr. Daz Moss, he's appreciating. Leeds fan himself, the whole family as well.
You're not allowed to swear on television. You know that, don't you?
I'm not.
You were. You said Leeds. The rivalry between Leeds and Manchester is well known.
It's a big one.
But no, you're right. The owner, the chair of the football club is superb. I love the idea of the fact that his son loves dinosaurs, hence the word Raptors.
That's true. That's true, and that's actually how the club was born.
Yeah.
Because Lucas just asked his dad, why don't they make a football club? And now look at us.
Brilliant. And
thank you, Lucas, actually, for the idea.
Thank his son. Well done. Yeah, he's a lovely kid, and he's a great owner and a great chair. And to create what you've created as a football club, I think is testament to, with a bit of will, bit of understanding, how can we do it, and not just create a football team with just one team. To do what you've done in such a short space of time is absolutely outstanding.
It's impressive. It's impressive. The men's team, they got promoted with quality, dominating. The women's team, they actually managed 3 league promotions in a row, from the 4th division all the way. And now the second year in the 2nd division, they are getting more stable. It's a harder league, more challenging, with a lot of trips that for non-professional players can sometimes not be the easiest. and the girls are definitely improving, and I hope that in a few years we're going to see them in the first division playing against
And how
the,
do you
the big players here,
and
Sparta, Slavia.
how do you find it? You love the coaching of the women's game. You like
Well, the coach, it's Ivan Ramos. He is a Barcelona. He studied in Barcelona. He's been in the U.S., traveled, a lot of knowledge. And is it the goalkeeper coming out?
Yeah, okay. I never thought of not the tallest goalkeeper in the world would be coming off, and the smallest goalkeeper in football history would be coming on. But it'll be interesting. He's a young lad. I said he had number 13 or 14, so he was either going to come on as a goalkeeper or come on as a player. And I think at this stage of the game, yeah, it's nice. He gets a bit of experience.
Let's see how this goes.
Because that's what happens in games like this, and you give experience to everyone you can. There's players that are here tonight that are injured, but they're here for the experience because it gives them something. They'll be looking forward now
it's
to
a nice run from Rogas on the left, and cleared by the. Sorry to interrupt you.
No,
that was a good run.
But they'll be looking forward to the next round. But it's like anything. If you're a youth team player and you get a chance to go onto the first team coach, just to be part and parcel of the experience, and that's what football's all about, giving young players experience, whether they play or not.
That's fully true. That's fully.
Yeah, and
we have in both teams, as I told you before, there's the first youth academy player just debuted in the men's 18 with 15.
Yeah.
And in the women's team as well, we have a 16-year-old player currently playing as an usual. She's often in the starting lineup. So much talent, and that's the key of football. You know, when you have talent, when you're talented, the age. Oh, now Leo Bujic going in, and he keeps pressing.
Concedes a free kick there.
It's a free kick, yeah. As I was saying, it's now youth. You know, you can see from Lamine Yamal, 17 years old. You see the talent just showcasing week in, week out again in the biggest leagues. So there's no age for talent.
Oh, not at all. And I think equally, even if they're not even playing, but be around it and part and parcel of all this kind of competition, taking young kids away that may have never been away in this kind of context before, but gone on holiday with family, but to go away with your peers and players that you emulate and you want to get involved with as FC come down this far left-hand side. A 1-2, maybe overlapped, and good defending there, strong defending, just shoulder against shoulder, and down goes a
captain of Prague Raptors.
A tired FC United player there, but I think
British, so we pretty much can understand each other.
Yes. You all right? Yeah, I'm fine. Could do with a pint, though, he's saying. So we have plenty of time.
13 minutes.
Plenty of time for that. 13 minutes to go. Yes. Yeah, I'd say probably about 200 people in the ground, maybe.
All over.
Yeah.
They are a bit scattered around, but I can count. And 200, I think.
There you go. You're a very good counter. Very quick counter. Very quick counter as well.
Trusting your words. You can see now. You can join us and see and help us count.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I'm sure our camera person has done a tremendous job in regards to that, and he's counted everyone individually and then shown us from a distance. As the Prague Raptors start from the back. It would be nice to get a consolation goal within this.
It's true. However, this weekend, 7-0 win for the Prague Raptors. So maybe all the goals they stayed on the weekend.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah. And I would suggest if Prague score, you'll get a big cheer from the FC supporters as well.
I hope so. These guys are clearly here to have fun and
oh yes,
with the beer at 78 minutes. I think goal is a goal.
Well, I mean, stay on side for Fitzmartin. He'd love to get a European hat-trick. That would be fantastic. Absolutely. For him. He's been injured for a little while. He's just got back into the team. He came on a substitute. Oh, this is great football for him.
Work.
Now, can he get the shot away? He's gone to the left. Can he whack? Oh, everything but the goal there. He was, for me, quite rightly selfish. That's
excellent.
That's what you want. Let him be selfish and try and get that third goal. Because he went to the byline and all the good work was done before that, and it's gone wide. Was out for a
now throw in.
Yeah, we don't tell anyone that he went up for his shot went for a throw-in, but it did. And then Charlie Ellis with, well,
His first attempt.
the less about that we say, the better. In all fairness, there's 10 minutes to go here on a lovely winter's evening in Prague. The trams here are gorgeous. They're really old style, but they've given the ball away, and here comes FC United on the edge of the area.
Timing
with
from Buckley.
Can they get the ball inside? Yes, they can. Preston, he's got a player there if he needs him, but he chooses to go himself, and I think the ball's play on for the assistant referee, and yes, the call of play on in English from him, and Buckley there just stands. Did well, was strong and looking for the ball. Preston again. 1-2, and then FC's just give the ball away momentarily.
Possible counter-attack. That's good.
Guy Hall, for me, got a lot of quality about Guy Hall. He works hard and week in, week out. He's a player I've enjoyed since he's been with FC United of Manchester, and he can be, for me, he can be. Well, he's been quite a regular player, but he's got a bit about him, and I do like him.
Nice switch.
But I've got to be very careful because the manager of our football club's listening. So the ex-manager's listening, and the new manager's listening. So I don't know what I'm going to get next time I'm back at FC United of Manchester, and I'm doing the interviews. But
I'm pretty sure we have also other important coaches listening. I also know that man I was speaking just a few minutes ago, the head coach for the women's team, Ivan, is also listening. We tried to convince him to be here commenting with us, but
okay. Well,
it was not possible.
I've heard the ex-Sporting Lisbon, now Manchester United manager's listening.
Ruben Amorim. Well, if he is, I wish him the best. I'm not a Sporting fan, but what he did with the club is definitely impressive.
As a 38-year-old manager now, he's done superbly, really, really well.
And all his jobs in Portugal were remarkable in quality
and done very, very well.
Consistency, and find amazing players, Gyökeres, Morten Ullman, that you will see, I think, soon.
It's going to be an interesting time with him there, because his assistant manager is only 30 years of age. I mean, that's very, very young.
It's a young coaching staff.
Yeah, but we've seen the young coaching staff at Brighton as the ball comes in across. Now, Brighton Hove Albion's manager.
Yeah, Fabian Hurzeler with St. Pauli last season.
Yeah,
he was promoted to the Bundesliga, and then he made the move to Brighton.
He did indeed, and St. Pauli.
What an incredible set of talent that he has.
St. Pauli stole our manager in Belgium, Union Saint-Gilloise. Our manager left and went to St. Pauli. So it was like, oh! So it's been interesting seeing the comings and goings of managers, and we wish them all, I mean, our manager, blessing.
It's an interesting club, Union Saint-Gilloise.
Oh, it's fantastic, and you're very welcome anytime. We'll exchange numbers, and
I'll definitely go for that, because the stadium, old style.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
What, 17,000 capacity?
No, 9,500.
9,000?
Yeah, very, very small. But really, really old school.
Well,
built into the forest.
We know their work in striker levels. So
yeah.
We have Boniface now with Bayer Leverkusen, Amura now also in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, doing superbly well. Amora, who plays for Brighton, 2 seasons of watching that man. Oh, wonderful to watch. But let's see if they get a consolation. It's a good ball in.
It's a good ball. Can go for a shot. Still dangerous, Miguel, and.
Well, if you were a GA footballer, that's 1 point. If you're a footballer, it's no point in the goal kick. But you know your football, don't you? You do know your football.
I am a passionate fan.
Yeah,
I have to say.
Well, we had Undav from the Bundesliga 3rd Division, and he joined us. He never played really professionally before, or had a full-time contract, and he's now playing his trade at Stuttgart.
Yeah, and it was not a bargain. 30 million, and now also German international.
Well, we sold him for 7 million we sold him to Brighton. Brighton loaned him back so we could finish the season with him, and then he goes for 30 million. And a lovely man as well, met him many times. Really nice guy, humble footballer.
Well, it had to be because before St. Gilwazia, it was at the Meppen,
Yeah.
the third league.
Hold on a second. Are you? I am not telling him any of this. This man is a football encyclopedia. This is absolutely incredible. I didn't think I'd be talking about FC United and Union Saint-Gilloise. Great defending there.
That's a good moment.
That was superb because that anything other than that, it was going to be perhaps a fourth goal for FC.
Wilkinson here, concentrated, clearing out the ball. Nice pass from Michael Huzi.
It was as well. It looked beautiful.
Sweet.
Yeah, we played at Prague, and what amazing ground that is, Prague.
Braga, beautiful, beautiful stadium. Stadium actually, we have a fan here among us.
Ah, okay.
Pauletta, in this case, he brought us beers, but I'm pretty sure he could be here commenting as well. If we had a third headset,
Yeah,
that
okay.
would be an even more interesting night. He's a Braga fan.
It's a long walk back, though, up that big hill.
Yes.
40 minutes all the way back into the town, but
beautiful stadium.
beautiful
Beautiful
city, beautiful stadium, beautiful city, beautiful people. Well, we're coming to the embers of this game. Well, about 4 minutes to go.
And now let me just take the time to introduce Paweł Borowski. Polish, but he's playing here in the midfield, but his biggest quality is that he's a chill guy. He's a chill guy, coaching all the youth academy teams for the girls.
Ah, okay.
So he has a talent as a coach, and let's see him now as a player. But we can definitely tell he's a chill guy.
We have a famous singer in Manchester called George Borowski. He's Mancunian, obviously with Polish heritage and parentage. Superb. And here comes now Buckley. Can he fulfil what I've been building up? And no, he didn't. It's a corner ball.
You want to know some piece of information that I hear from Paweł Borowski? He met James Madison, but James Madison didn't enjoy that much this meeting. I got this information. I don't know from who, but yeah, that's true. He met Mathers.
Yeah.
I don't think James Madison was so happy to meet him. We can ask him after. I don't know that second part of information is unknown to me.
Ah, okay. So we have half a question.
So if James Madison is actually listening to us, feel free to reach out and let us know.
He scored 2 great goals against Manchester City on Saturday afternoon with the 4-0 victory for Spurs versus Manchester City.
Nice ball.
It's a great ball, yeah. Ah.
Well, I hope the Raptors can at least consolation goal, 1 goal for the fans, one goal for the cheering.
I think it would be nice. But it looks like a good way, and it could be Fitzmartin. Can he get his hat trick? Good defending. He did well. Got across his man there, the number 2 from the Raptors, and did really, really well. Because it looked like, for me, Fitzmartin, if he got that across, he's got across the goalkeeper. It'd be very hard for him to save it, but good defending, great defending from the Raptors.
The man that I told you at halftime, Dragiša Rakovic.
Yeah. So many beautiful names, so many. The sounds like rather than, and it's Joe Brown on ball.
I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly.
Even if you're not, they sound gorgeous. First time shot comes in. Oh!
That would be a screamer.
Hit it superbly well there, but high and wide. But what a strike!
Even Kim Grant would applaud this, reminding him of that screamer that he scored against Liverpool, 94-95.
Listen, we all love any goal that's scored against Liverpool. We're all really sorry, Mark. Although I think our manager actually is an Everton supporter, I think. So he probably agree with me as well. But the ball down the left-hand side for FC United in the final third, and the ball's gone out of play. And
game is finishing, beer is finishing. Looks like fun is over.
Well,
almost over.
The beer's not finishing. The beer maybe in the pint pot's finishing, but that's high and wide out the ground, and
some kid will be happy tomorrow morning.
Yes. I have my. I'm going back to Brussels tomorrow evening, and I'm getting the train. I've got the night train. Well, the
night train from Prague to Brussels.
6 p.m. tomorrow night. 15 hours on the train, but I've got my own little spot carriage. I've got a bed, so that'd be nice. And I will be back.
Elijah's good cover. All the way, not letting him.
And the
And I
referee
think we have a foul.
saw a free kick, and he wants it taken from the exact spot. So the league, the league at the moment, is it now? Are we now finished for until?
Yes, the Raptors actually played their last game last weekend.
And now is it back in March?
Now it's winter break until March.
Till March, yeah.
So it gets too cold, and with the snow, it's not easy to compete here in Czech Republic, keep the quality. But it's a big break.
That's a big break, isn't it?
Bigger. It's bigger. For me, it's too big. But then in the summer, the league starts in late July.
So do the women's team also have a break?
The
whole of football finishes.
Yes, the women's team, they finished 1 week ago. And
good effort there from
safe hands.
Charlie Ennis there, and safe hands with the goalkeeper, you're right. And does everyone go watch ice hockey, or what do you do in that period of time? Because obviously there's a big gap, isn't it?
I take my time. I take a bit of time away as well. Watch some games around. Dresden, for example, so close and amazing fans. It's definitely a tour that will be made soon. Actually, with the coaching staff of the Raptors.
So you're still
tactical
you're
trip.
still in football. You're going.
Yes,
you're watching and you're looking and that's good.
And there's so many teams in Prague. You have 4 in the first division of the men's. Bohemian Slavia.
Mistake by the goalkeeper there, and referee lets play continue. And
is it
Jordan
a foul?
Preston with an open goal from 20 yards out has missed it, and as the referee said, play continue. And he said let play continue. And you can see, I mean, Charlie Ennis there is remonstrating because it should be a free kick, but he says play on, and it's missed with an open goal from 25 yards out. But he's annoyed because he wants the free kick, even though FC are eight goals up.
That's class. It's a bit of class also here from the coach/captain.
Yeah. And in fact,
it's over.
91 minutes. FC United
are through.
Go through to the next round of the Fenix Trophy in certainly from the first 45 minutes, a very hotly contested game. Everyone worked hard, everyone worked well. It was a very even match, and the difference in the game was the first 2 minutes.
The first 5 minutes of second half kind of defined the whole
and then
the
3
whole
goals.
game.
Yeah, it was
3 goals and then a lot of control and showcase a bit of experience, higher experience from the FC United players.
And we have to remember we're in a higher league of football. In reality, we are.
Because you cannot compare. You cannot compare the 7th.
No, but regardless, you've got to play. As we always say, you play what's in front of you. You work hard. You make sure you win a game of football. The 5 goals at Broaders Park, and I mean Mark was there. He was the manager at the time. Well, he's the manager now. But what I meant was he saw the quality that we possess. He looked at the opposition. He said, "Yeah, I mean, we play the way we have to play. We have to make sure we win a game of football. We want to get through to the next round of this competition." And they've done that this evening, and they've done it with a bit of style.
I actually appreciate, because here in Czech, I think this was the first match since September that I've seen with not so long balls, trying to play feet to feet on high pace to the ground, and I think that actually was a challenge for the Raptors, because Czech football, and I'm not saying anything bad against it, it's more physical, it's more long balls. The players are tall, the players are physical, they can win balls pretty easy, so it's different challenging for the Raptors playing with a team that wants to play ball pass to pass, feet to feet, and wants to build, wants to have ideas, and I think the Raptors didn't achieve to manage that well. But I think, look, they're having so much support now, and I think it's so good for them that they had this experience in the Fenix Trophy. And
yeah,
it's
well, they're a club that have been in it from the beginning. Been very unlucky not to win it so far. And this year, this competition this season, it's not going to be for them. But as you say,
and it's beautiful to see. If our friend in the camera can switch, we can see the United of Manchester fans actually applauding the Prague Raptors. So that's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, it's all part and parcel of it. I mean, everyone's booing off the referee, which is good. Yeah, no one likes referees.
No. They need it, but no one actually likes them. And I'm from a country that we really don't like them.
It was interesting, actually, on the last couple of games, we've been sat in around referee assessors, and they've been brilliant. But they're not refereeing the game, and then I asked them a question at half-time on Saturday. every throw-in that was taken, the opposition were taking 15, 20 yards. It was really annoying me. So at half-time, I'm waiting for a cup of coffee, and the assessors there said, "Can I ask a question?" And it goes all the way to Premier League, all the way down to every division, all over the world. Why can you take 10 or 15 yards additionally for your throw? You can't take it with a corner, you can't take it with a free kick, but you allow. He went, "I've got no answer for you," because it really annoys me. But tonight, the referees done a very, very good job, and we have to thank them as well, because I mean,
It was not an easy game.
I think for them, to be honest, that's a really great thing for them. They're themselves, you know, the local referees or what. The referee in European competition.
That's true. Even for him, it has to be.
They're the referee and the assistant referees. They're going to love that. This is brilliant for them.
That's true. That's true.
So everyone's happy. And in this competition so far in the last 3 years, the referees have refereed the games in the right manner, the right way, and they've been an integral part. They've been happy and enjoyed the games, because that's brilliant for them as well. And the CV.
Played in international.
Brilliant.
It's regulated by UEFA, so.
Yeah, exactly.
So it has all the forgetting a little bit about the word, like the quality that you want to have in an international
and
competition.
you know, there's been no bias refereeing. Any game I've been all over Europe watching this tournament so far. Referees have been superb, and another great spectacle, regardless of the results.
So let's just give a quick shout out to Mr. Borek Stehul and his team. I hope I'm also pronouncing his name correctly.
I'm sure you are.
For the referee, did actually a good job. When you don't see the referee, it's because he was able to do a good job.
Don't talk about the referee. It's been a good game.
Yeah. If we don't talk about it, if we almost forget he's there, that means he has a good game, and well.
And this is another thing. I know you can't see it, but you are now. Supporters picking up pint pots and everything else is great. I know you can't pick up all the seeds. I mean, and if you go to Spanish football and you sit there watching the game, as I have done on many occasions, and everyone's eating pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds, and you've got a huge pile, you just have to can't do much about them. However, it's nice to see football supporters trying to move.
It's quite unusual here in Czech Republic, because they have a really good system working well with recyclable cups. So you basically buy the cup in the beginning of the game, and then you drink as many beers as you want. In the end, you deliver the cup, and they give you back the price of it.
Yeah, we have that in Belgium, and also FC United. We have they're not recyclable. We had recyclable cups, and then we've gone to they are recyclable ones to finish with, and they're made out like a cardboard.
Okay.
And they have the FC United signature on there, so you feel like, oh, I'm drinking an FC United beer, and then they all get recycled. So yeah, I mean, football has to change in that way.
I think these cups here in Czech Republic, they are a piece of memorabilia, because you can collect them all over the fields and pitches in the Czech Republic, and you have different ones. Some of them are really a piece of collection, and I have some of them.
Okay.
So it's sometimes it's not only a cup to drink; it's after a memory.
And drinking is allowed in
yes,
top level all the way through.
Yes. So in Czech Republic, you can drink all over. It's actually not only you can, you should drink in the football matches.
You should, which is the best thing to say. Absolutely superb. Yes.
And also klobasa is also a tradition here. So it's basically a sausage with 2 slices of bread.
I'm a vegan, so I've got to say I don't eat meat, and I haven't for 35 years. But I saw them earlier on, and they are a big sausage.
It was one of my
big 2 slices of bread
before the match. So it's holding pretty much well the beer. And,
is it as good as traditional Portuguese soup?
No.
The 3 potato.
No.
That is the nicest thing in the world.
You know, like in Portugal now, we'll finish the game, francesinha, and you can drink until tomorrow morning. You will not feel a thing. Actually, Prague has a lot of beautiful things, but we don't compare the food with Portugal.
It's the Portuguese soup or the potato soup. It's just beautiful. I had a vegan version of it only a couple of weeks ago in Amsterdam. The people are going, what are they talking about now? But I mean, the game's finished. I mean,
yes, actually, we just noticed it's
there's no one in the ground. We're just carrying on talking. Realise we're actually on air live still.
If someone is still listening, it's because they are actually enjoying the conversation.
Well, maybe
like
they are.
and
try Portuguese soup. It's normally about 2 or 3 different type of potatoes in there. You also have it with chorizo, don't you? Do as well?
Yes.
I didn't.
We have a lot of the food. Actually, the variety in Portugal it's insane. Now that we are arriving to Christmas times, there's 1,000 recipes of codfish. So we have 1,000 different ways of cooking codfish.
Wow.
So that's one more fact for you.
And I've got about 1,000
wrap
ways
this
of,
up.
and I've got about 1,000 ways of drinking beer, but perhaps he's going, I need to go back, I'm freezing cold, I haven't had a beer. This is the camera person, he's got a smile on his face, which is fantastic. He's going, why are these guys still talking?
There's no one.
We're getting a look from the other guys going, we need to close the ground down. We need to turn the lights off.
I think we're going to keep this conversation outside of the mic.
I think so, yes. So
let's go grab one more beer.
Listen, it's been a wonderful experience commentating. It was it's your first commentary.
Yes, it's my first commentary.
Absolutely outstanding. Loved every moment of it.
Unfortunately, thank you so much. Sharing the experience, your knowledge, and it was so great to have this experience with you. And well, I hope next year Phoenix Trophy. If we meet, why not?
Let's hope that we may meet in Italy.
The
finals of the weekend, come over, and if not, you know so much about football, so you're bound to be at a Union Saint-Gilloise game with me at some stage.
That's an invite.
It just allows us to say Prague Raptors on the night, unfortunately, not quite up to FC standards, unfortunately. 5-0, unfortunately, previous Broadhurst Park, a tall order for them, and could they do it tonight? Not really, no. FC United and Manchester have evenly matched in the first 45 minutes. Second half, 3 goals in 7-8 minutes. Really changed the game. FC United and Manchester go on and play in the next round. And Prague Raptors, well, they're back in action in March in their local league, and hopefully they can move on into the next division and do really, really well. The men and the women's team. It just remains to say from Prague, on a lovely evening with a lovely, lovely gentleman.
Appreciate it.
It's been fantastic, and
from our side, good luck. Thank you so much for coming to Prague. Thank you so much for the environment, the people, the supporting football overall. I think won today.
It did. It always will.
And it was beautiful to watch this last moment. The FC United fans applauding the Raptors, chanting for the Raptors. I think it was also a beautiful experience for our players. And good luck against either Brera or Podgorica.
Cheers, brother.
I hope you go to Montenegro. It's a beautiful country, and
amazing
you're going to have so much fun.
Also, thank you. Very much thank you to the camera person tonight. Absolutely superb. Did superb. Smile on his face. I think he enjoyed it. I think he enjoyed it tonight, which was always good. When you've got a camera person enjoying it, that's all you want.
That's also good. Yeah. We're going to have. Let's keep the moment outside of the mic.
Indeed. Take care, everybody.
Everyone's watching. Thank you.
Bye bye.